I had to switch to YouTube, Twitch. Well, my internet's been acting up. Well, my internet just dropped the signal, so I had to switch to Wi-Fi. This is my third time trying to play this game. And then Twitch. I couldn't connect to Twitch. So now I had to try, so now I'm just doing YouTube. Which is a first. All right. Looks a little better now. Looks a little bit more stable. I think we might be able to finish this one. I don't know what's been going on with AT&T. They were tripping all day. No, it started last night. I couldn't log on at all to anything. It just said that the internet provider was blocking the PS5. Same thing happened with my son. Same thing happened with him. Couldn't log into this shit. And then today I tried troubleshooting it. Then I had to hardwire, and here we are. Damn. Just ate up my defensive line.
Injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football. Run the football,
be aggressive. Take up some of those blocking lanes.
The offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
Damn, 700 yards a game?
Coming around the inside.
Yeah, they're cooking.
And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. To the air, it's Berry. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on that.
Running back, tight end.
41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first.
Ah, shit. Damn.
Once he got some room,
I didn't even know I was on that motherfucker. Shit.
Is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing to be able to throw.
How the fuck I get over there?
So he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
they're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Damn it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got.
Where's my other guy? Yeah, I missed that one.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Here comes the heat. That's caught. It's Singleton. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give on the outside.
What the?
Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually come.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh my God! Let me turn around and jump!
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet
Bro, he
spot
must got
in
his
the zone.
damn zone flat set to like
Not only
0.
work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throwing right. It's caught. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together.
Let me see something here.
Movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go.
I thought I was supposed to have a good offensive line.
Backfield. Come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you
Damn it, I gotta read that buzz match. How did I not pick that up?
Have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up.
Hell, I'm surprised they didn't reverse that.
The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And
where's the defender?
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into
why are
this
you
one.
pushing
The
it?
quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work, done work, you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sperry. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the quick pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The screen, he can go. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun.
Shit.
He's got room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive going, but this 9th play will be a 3rd and 10. On the RPO. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gets it out quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And they're able to to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
So
it's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Keeping it on the
how are these guys shedding my guys? Like, what the hell?
By that big defensive line.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Here's the punt, and he's done better. Not much on that one. And that's not exactly the most advantageous situation as the ball is spotted at their own 40-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Sperry. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Higgins. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
Oh, shit. That's why I don't play that shit.
The Knowles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Rides to back and leaves it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half.
Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
All right.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Pressure coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. This is some.
Of course, my guys dropped the football.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down.
Bro, what the hell? And nobody's coming off clean?
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
I get more. My guys drop more footballs in this game, and I do not understand why.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Oh, that guy's open, man. Come on, Cam. Get to your reads, bro. Get to your reads.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the ball.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt.
Shit, I might have to run fucking down RPOs and screens and shit.
To help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO to the right. Pass to tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action because defense a lot of times really expects run. Then it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check it out. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Under fire. It's complete to the right. And boy, is he close.
Oh my God, bruh.
Just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I don't get it.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
After giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Trying the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Complete. Across. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not 1 hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. He's looking deep. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Missed his receiver.
You throw it right to him. Why do you throw it right to him?
It's been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Seminoles have taken it inside the 20. Toss to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown Seminoles! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible.
And there he goes. They won't
That's
get
bullshit.
it. It's a touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Bro, what the? Come on. What the hell? Why does...
What you've been doing, you got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop.
What the fuck is this screen?
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the whole.
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock. Keep the ball on the ground. Keep that thing just ticking.
I'm picking, like, my guys are in the right spot.
That's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed.
Like, why is he just standing there?
Carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
He just stood there.
For the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to keep the drive alive. And a short run there, and both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed